Just keep it honest, baby. You wouldn't want a young mama if I wasn't whipping this foreign. You gon' have to do more than just say it. You gon' have to do less when you do it. You know I always want you to. You gon' have to do more than just say it. You gon' have to do less when you do it. You know, so you don't need to do more than do it. You know, and you know this for.
Let's get started. What's up, you guys, and welcome to my channel. I am Corby, your beauty, health, and lifestyle influencer. And in this video, I'm going to do a get ready with me. I have been MIA for a little while, and that's because I've just been really getting back to me, getting back in touch with me. And sometimes you got to step away from social media and step away from certain distractions that are blocking you from your blessings, you know. And not saying that YouTube was blocking me from a blessing at all whatsoever. However, I needed some time to focus. And I not only took steadfast of YouTube, but I've definitely steadfast of all social medias, to be honest with you. I've kept up to date, but I have not been posting as much or as often as I am recently now. And with that being stated, if you guys are not friends with me on all of my social medias, please make sure that you visit the description box below, where I have a link to all of my social medias, so that way that you guys can follow me all around the world. Yes, go ahead and do it. Yeah, you know you want to do it. After you go ahead and follow me on all social medias, make sure that you go ahead and click that subscribe button. Yeah, subscribe, because we all want you to be a part of the family. Come on, bring it on in. You know you want to do it. My door is always open. So I'm going into this video face clean, eyebrows not done, face not primed. I am comfy down right now because I got my grandma robe, but this is my favorite purple robe, you guys. This is my shiznit, okay? One of the featured products in this video is going to be the Marc So Shameless Foundation. This is the 24-hour wear foundation. I will send this foundation for free from Influencer. I will place their information in the description box below. That way that you can go ahead and sign up and start receiving your free products today. I was sent this product to test and review. So yes, this is a bit of free. I'm so sorry. This thing was turned around the whole time. So you just literally got all of my other information. But this is what the packaging looks like. This is super cute. I love the bottle. It's so efficient. I can fit it in my purse. I can fit it in my bra. You know, slide it on out for the little preparation and preps, you know. But before we start anything, I like to do my eyebrows first. And I like to prime my face first because, I mean, how you going to do makeup without priming your face? And how you going to do your makeup look without doing your brows? So I'm just going to go ahead and start off with my brows. I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade and the color Dark Brown. I have had this for quite some time now. This pomade has lasted for, I want to say, and I'm probably a little bit embarrassed to even say how long I've had this pomade. I probably had it for 3 years now, to be honest with you. Now, I do need my eyebrows done. My eyebrows is looking a little bit. I got little blemishes here and there. I got a little peeking trying to come out. I have not done any shaving to my face. And what I mean by as far as shaving to my face, I shave my face to exfoliate my skin, and I have not done that in a while. Hence, that's why my eyebrows are not done. I do my own brows. I would love to go get my brows done. I'm so upset because I did not go get my brows done when I went home recently, and my cousin, she really does brows. And shout out to Jamelle, because not only does she does brows, she also does lashes, and she also does facials, and I believe that there are other things that she does as well, but I will place her information in the description box below. She is on her game. Please make sure that you follow her. If you are in the Virginia, Tidewater area, please go check her out. She does appointments as well as walk-ins. So, you better go to my sis. You know what I'm saying? I never really understood the whole concept of microblading, and she knows exactly how to do it, all the science behind it. I mean, she went to school for it, so, I mean, if you went and studied this stuff, obviously, you know the foundation of something. If I trust people who know the foundations of something, If you know the foundation to something, you can create your own type of style or whatever afterwards. But know the fundamentals. And like I said, I was going to be using the LA Pro Girl Concealer, and this is in the color Fawn. The color number is GC983. Of course, nobody really ever looks at the number, but just in case if you don't read, not like you're going to read the numbers if you don't read already. There is a such thing as reading. And I know people went to school and you learned how to read when you was in like, what? The first grade? Some in kindergarten. You really learn how to read. I know this because I'm also an after school teacher and I look at my kids' homework. I swear they're learning how to read in kindergarten. Some of them are still learning how to read in like first grade. You know what I'm saying? But you learn the fundamentals in kindergarten and first grade. Sometimes you even learn them in preschool. But I say this to say, reading is fundamental, okay? There's a lot of fun in reading because you get a lot of fun information, especially those when you don't want to get sued. So, I'm sorry, back to my makeup because I will get back to the people who do not read, but back to my makeup. Underneath the eyebrow where you see where I have placed the concealer, what I would do sometimes if it gets too dark right up in this area, I would just take the concealer with the brush that I had blended in my concealer underneath my eyebrow, and I would just go back and forth within that line to lighten it up just a little bit so that way they can look a little bit more natural. Now, sometimes I focus on the inner ends that I do on the outer ends, and I will just blend that right on in. Now, after I went ahead and did my eyebrows, I'm just going to go ahead and prime my face. Now, I like using this primer because I don't have to maneuver anything on my face after my brows been done because sometimes it be taking forever and tomorrow to get the brows done, you know. So I'm just going to go ahead and prime my face, and I'm going to be using the E.l.f. Aqua Primer Mist. And a sister is a little low or whatever. I'm going to have to give me some more of this stuff. But I purchased this off of Target. I will place a link in my description box below. That way that you guys can go ahead and sign up for eBay and go ahead and purchase this and get some money back for purchasing it. I mean, do it, girl. Do it. So I'm going to go ahead and spray my face. Oh my gosh, it just feels so freaking good. What I do is I also just pat this into my skin, making sure that it is covering all the spots on my face where I need my primer to sit. This is not only just a primer, but you can also use this to set your face, which also comes in handy, especially when it comes to my brows right now. So it definitely just sets the brows, which I'm definitely grateful for. Kudos to you, boo. Kudos to you. Let me make sure that my little girls don't pop out on y'all. What I mean by my girl is... Can't let that pop out. No, baby. And start out with my foundation. I will do my eyes afterwards because I probably won't even do anything to my eyes. That's how I'm really feeling like. I've been doing a lot of natural looking faces. And with this So Shameless foundation by Marc has really put me in that mood of just doing a simple, fresh face. I love that. I hope you guys can hear me over my music right now because I'm sorry, I just have Cardi B's album playing in the background. It is what it is. This is my jam though. The only thing I don't like about it is if I do not want that much foundation, I just be like, I can't put it back in there. So it kind of sucks, but it also kind of teaches you portion control. So what I do is I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll know that I'll have just enough. Now this is in the color Y420. Now I originally was sent the Y390 and I still do have it. It's actually in my makeup drawer. I'm not even about to go through it right now, but the simple fact was that I didn't like, the color was really, really, really light. So I went out and I purchased on my own the Shameless foundation, and this is in the color Y420. Now this met my complexion a little bit more than the 390 did, which is still totally fine. But because I can just use that for something different, but I just don't right now. So due to the fact that this foundation is very light on your skin, you can add I believe you can add as many layers as you want and it won't feel like your pores are being completely clogged. I'm going to be using a brush and my blending brush. So the first brush I'm going to be using is the E.l.f. foundation blurring brush. I love using this on my foundation to spread my foundation out. So this is the first layer, and I'm just going to go ahead and apply this all over my face. Now, no shade, it does have a smell to it, but I kind of like the smell. It's like it smells like moisturizer in a sense. The smell isn't heavy, but it smells like beachwear. Like, it smells like sunscreen. Yeah, that's what it smells like to me. It smells like sunscreen. But it does have SPF, I believe it has SPF 25 in it, so that's still good. So you can definitely wear this out in the sun. Now, the instructions tell you that you want to be able to apply your foundation at least 15 minutes before you go outside. I like the way that it looks. However, I am a full coverage type of girl. So I'm going to add like another layer to this. Now, this is said to be 24-hour foundation. I'm also going to do a time test on this as well. I will come back this evening and show you guys exactly how long this makeup lasted. Now, I have oily skin. So, we gonna see, baby. We gonna see when she zoom or whatever. I'm very light when I go underneath my eyes, because if I go mega hard and like actually pressing down like I do on my normal face, underneath my eyes will start watering. And that is so annoying when you spend so much time on your makeup and your eyes start watering and then you start like it start losing underneath your eyes. Bruh, super annoying. And that actually goes about using wet products and damp products around your eyes. And you're pressing down hard on it. I like this coverage, but I think I might do some more. I think I might do one more layer. A lot of people were saying how this gives off like very gray after effect. And I can see it for the most part, but I know how to kind of, I want to say play it off in a sense. And so we're going to go ahead and play it off. So one more layer. That's for people who really, really enjoy full coverage. Now, if you don't really enjoy full coverage and you like medium coverage, then you'll just stop with the layer that I just did just now. If you're really just a sheer coverage and you want something to go outside with, then you know what I'm saying, then the first one is what you got. I'm just going to go ahead and use my blending sponge. I still don't feel foundation on my face. I really do not like the way that it still looks like it's separating on my face right here. So I don't know if that's because of the layers that I have placed on, but it's definitely separating a little bit, or I'm just seeing my blemishes through my skin, which is something that I probably might just be a personal thing, but I don't know. Let's just see how well it operates by mixing with other, well, I already know how it operates mixing with other products. So I'm going to go ahead and apply my contour. And I'm using another foundation because I didn't want to use a concealer on top of this foundation as a contour. I was just not here for it. So I'm going to be using my favorite foundation that I use as a contour. It's by Makeup Forever Professional Paris in the matte velvet. This is the number 57. I just dab this right onto my contour areas where I want to contour. Contour that face. Oh, boom. Underneath the chin area. Do I want to contour my forehead today? I actually do, just a little bit. I'm going to be using some concealer. As you already know what concealer I'm going to be using. It is my favorite concealer of all time. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the color number 25 medium. So I'm going to go ahead and apply some dots. I'm like so addicted to the dot thing now. So like certain things are like evenly distributed with the dot factor. And I also know how much product that I'm using. Because I don't feel like I'm using so much product anymore when I'm dabbing. You know what I'm saying? Dabbing. You want to know what's so funny? That was literally the first time I've ever dabbed in my entire life. I promise you. I'm just not a person of trends, especially trend dances and trend things. So I'm going to go ahead and start off with my contour first, because I like my concealer to sit a little bit longer than everything else. Now, this one right here, I don't mind because I don't have to allow it to sit, especially when it's a matte foundation. And with matte foundations, I try not to allow it to sit too long because it dries quickly. So we don't want to be dealing with that. Ooh, I feel like I put a little bit too much up there. Sorry. But it's alright. We can always work it out. We can work it out. Remember, girls, lightly underneath the eye. Now, I really can't see nothing right now, so we're just banking that it is evenly being distributed underneath that eye. Now, I never put any dots directly underneath the eye because you don't want to load up too much product right underneath that eye, especially where that eye creases so much, because you're going to be having so much product in there, and it's going to look really, 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 really nasty over time, and that's not cool. So I try so hard not to bring too much product up into this area. That's why when I press the dots on, I put the dots on a little bit underneath so I can gradually add up product. Try to eliminate as much product as you can. Now, you already applied your foundation right there, so you don't really even need a whole lot of concealer. The concealer is just there to highlight underneath that eye. If you feel like that you're bringing too much product up there, try to take your blending sponge and wipe down. So you won't have to worry about too much product up there. Now, obviously, I can't look down and look up at the same time. I just do not have wandering eyes like that. No shade to the people who do. So I have to look up at both times and just pray to God that it is evenly distributing underneath that eye. So we gonna hope that she blends and holds up all day and whatever. So I think I blended her just enough. And she's really smooth. So I'm just going to be taking the side that I blended out all of my foundation on. And I'm just going to make sure that my concealer is blended with my contour. So that way my face looks like one. I want everything to look smooth. I want everything to blend together. I want everything to melt together like it's supposed to be there. Of course, everybody going to know it's makeup, but I want it to look like smooth, seamless foundation makeup. You know what I'm saying? I want that smooth look. I want that smooth, that butter, that smooth cream, peanut butter, Skippy. Just know it. It's there in the lead, show it. I don't even know what the heck I'm talking about, but if I was a rapper, I'd probably be like the worst rapper ever. You thought I was going to say the best rapper ever. Psych, not I. I can't think on the spot like that when it comes to rapping. Now, I can think on the spot like if it was Family Feud or something like that. Now, that I could do. But when it comes to rapping and thinking about stuff that rhymes, like I am like horrible when it comes to haikus and all this other jazz. Now, one thing that I did do the other day that I'm actually going to do right now is I'm actually going to be taking my e.l.f. Illuminating Primer, and I'm just going to be adding it a little bit to the spot where I really want my highlight to really pop. Now, this is totally optional, but I just took it right here, right above where my contour is, because I kind of wanted it to be mixed in with my contour in a sense. And it was so weird how I really enjoyed it. So I'm just going to be taking the side that I blended out my highlight, of course, and obviously. And I'm just going to make sure that this is blended out. And it kind of gives it a glow already. So that's a trick that I use to give myself a natural highlight. Even though we know it ain't natural, but, you know, it's whatever. And so when I apply my highlight, she be popping, like really popping. And I'm just a highlighting fiend. I don't know. I guess I'll probably never go out of highlighting. Why? Because highlighting literally takes your makeup to a whole nother level. And I am just obsessed with the gold colors and all of that jazz. Now, I had recently, and I'm so excited because it was late to the game. And I don't even care because I had just recently ordered the My Ray palette, which I have been waiting forever for it to come back into stock. When sister got that email saying that it was back in stock right now, first pause that conversation. I am going to be using my Holy Grail Sacha Buttercup, and this is the Sacha Buttercup setting powder. Now, I was recently debating, back to before I'm going to say what I'm going to say about my Sacha Buttercup. But I'm so excited when I got that email stating that it was back in stock and that it was free shipping. Oh my goodness. So I went ahead and I purchased it and was so freaking hyped. So it should be coming soon. And I cannot wait to really get my life with it. It can stay right where it's set. So I'm just going to press this into my skin first. I am going to go back underneath this, and I'm going to bake again, especially in the spots where I get extra oily, and that's like around my nose, right here. So, and all on my nose. And I get like extra oily right on my forehead. So I want to make sure that she is like pressed into this skin, honey. And a lot of people don't like that dry feeling when it comes to their face, but for real, I like it because it makes me feel like my oil is like all soaked up. Now, I am going to be taking the rest of this powder and just placing it on the spots where I really want my face to be set, or even go over my contour spots, even though I do not want them to be highlighted or whatever, but I still like setting her before I set her with its own natural powder because it allows the powder to pop even more and last a lot longer. So that's another trick that I do, so get ready with that. Yeah, I feel like I got something in my mouth, for real. That's not cool. But all I'm going to do is buffer this into my skin. I'm not going to necessarily wipe away. I'm going to buffer it into my skin. And buffering is just going in a light circular motion over your makeup. And this is just allowing me to be able to set my entire face right now that has the foundation on there. Every place that I applied makeup, I'm setting. And this is what also is going to create a smooth effect on your makeup. For those who are asking me, how you get your makeup to look so smooth? Well, honey, this is it. This is it. Once I do that, I go and I'll set my face once. Now, I'm going to also go back in with the Aqua Primer Mist, set and spray. And I'm just going to go ahead and set my face. I am going to go back in and powder again underneath my eyes. That I will do. But I don't want it to be powder on top of powder on top of powder. Oh, can't handle that. But that's just to make sure that my face doesn't crease anymore before I allow it to be set all over again. So I'm going to go back in and I'm going to set again. And now it's time to bake. It's time to bake it. Bake it on. Yes, yes. It's a lot of powder, honey. That's a lot of powder. So after we do that, it's time to go ahead and take care of these eyes. Okay? These eyes. Now, I did say that I wasn't going to do really much of anything to my eyes, but I am super late to the game to the fact that I had just recently purchased the new, I'm not going to say the new because it's definitely old now, but the Morphe 3502 Second Nature palette. And yes, I'm a little late to the game, but I don't care. So I kind of want to do something with it, and I kind of want to use it. I had literally watched no one do any looks with this palette on purpose until I purchased it. And it's been a minute. So I've literally watched no one because I hate watching other people come up with certain looks because it makes me feel like I'm not as innovative. And as a person who really enjoys the art of makeup, I like creating my own thoughts and my own looks and my own passion when it comes to certain looks that I want to do. Yes, it might be simple, but simple is pleasure for me, okay? So, as you see, all of these beautiful, beautiful shades has original names on there. Now, eventually, I probably will try to hold on to this so I can be able to do certain looks and I'll know exactly what the color name is. So, I might hold on to this little paper thing, but I'm not going to, be promised to that because I know my niece comes over here and she likes to look into my makeup and play with my makeup, and I just know for sure that she's going to find a way to open up this palette and do something with this thing. Let's go with Orb. Let's start with Orb. And that's so funny. That's the middle three letters of my name. How cute is that? I'm so lame. So lame, but I just think it's so cool. So I'm just going to go ahead and with Orb. Oh, wait. I'm not doing nothing with Orb yet because, you guys, I haven't even primed my eyelids. Like, who doing that? Also going to do some dots over here. And I just used my e.l.f. primer. And I placed it all over my ends because I was about to look stupid with the eyeshadow. And nobody got that for that. Because it was going to look like there was nothing up there. Yes. I try to allow my primer to come down underneath my eye. Well, more so in the creases of my eyes, just so that way that if I do apply some eyeshadow right there, that it'll pop too, you know. you know. I have no idea what this color looks like, but we're going to hope for the best. It's pretty interesting. Now, normal people actually do swatches first, but I'm not a normal person. I'm one of them type of people that we just gonna hope for the best. We're gonna see what she look like on the eye and hope for the best. Ooh, okay. Do I like you? You're giving me like a kind of a peach, you have a peachy brownish tone, and I'm a fan of that. But we start off with a little bit of product first, and then we start to build up because I really didn't know what she looked like. And I was just hoping that she would be a really, really pretty transition color, which she really is. I'm going to bring her down a little bit more on this eye though, because I don't want it to look like it's too major difference in color, because I know I'm going to be adding a deeper shade in that outer crease area, but I don't want it to look too much of a jump. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to leap for it. I'm just going to go ahead and continuously keep building this color up because it's not as dark as I want it to be, but she getting there. So now that I know exactly how much product to knock off when I'm going to my other eye, especially when I kind of want to speed up the process. So when you want to try something, start off with a little bit of product and continuously keep building. And then when you know how much product that you want, especially because both your eyes are going to match, you know exactly how to go in on the product, on the color when you apply it to the other eye. That method may not work all the time on certain looks because it will still tend you to build up the color. When you're dealing with only 2 to 3 colors, you really don't have that much to worry about. You can go ahead and apply how much product you need. And when I'm blending in a circular motion going outward, making sure that all the spots of my eye is covered the way that I need it to be covered. Okay, so now I'm just going to go ahead and deepen this crease area, and I'm going to be using, what color do I want to use out of her? Fawn. I don't know what she's going to look like, but it's trial and error, honey, trial and error. Now, I'm not going to take her all the way in because I'm not really sure. Once again, you're not really sure how she's going to take. So keep her. We already know she's darker, but we don't know how much she's going to take on that and how they're going to look together. Fawn. That's Auntie Fawn right there. All right, Auntie Fawn, let's build you up just a little bit more. Focusing you on this outer crease, not bringing you all the way in because you just want to bring a little bit more dimension to the family. But we still going to be there for you. Alrighty, so now we're going to go ahead and start applying a color to my lid. I'm not really sure what color I want to apply to my lid, but the way that this look is looking, I'm starting to feel a little saucy. Yo, this sauce color is really, really pretty. Like, I'm vibing off of it super hard right now, and I kind of want to use it, and I kind of want to play with it, so I think I might play with it now. She's really pretty. Like, really, really pretty. And I want to play with her, but I don't know. Should I? Do I want it to pop? That's the question. Or do I want her to just be still? Now, if I want her to pop, I might want to apply a little bit more primer right on the eye because I feel like it was a little drowned out with the primer that I had originally on. I'm feeling bold and beautiful. Oh my gosh, she's like foil almost. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, she's really pretty. Oh my gosh. You know what this means now? I'm going to have to start adding some color underneath the eye. Okay. I am so in love with this color. Oh my gosh, bro. I need to clean up on aisle 8 real quick underneath that eye. Buffer it. Once again, don't swipe away. Buffer her. Oh man, she's so freaking pretty. I'm going to be taking, this is my short shader brush, my Sigma E20 short shader brush. And I'm going to be taking heat and I'm going to apply her right underneath this eye. Oh, man. Yes, honey. I wasn't really expecting her to be vibing like this. I said I was going to do a simple face, right? I'm so backward, bro. Oh, yes, honey. And I'm going to be taking, I don't even know what this is. A blaze, honey. This is going to be a blaze. I might be saying it's all backwards. But with that same brush, I'm going to be taking a blaze. And I'm going to pop her right underneath that. Right underneath that heat. Especially right here where it connects. Because I want it to look like that orange is bleeding from metallic to matte. So that's why I'm going to make sure that she's popping a little bit. That orange is popping a little bit more right here. Now I'm going to go back in with my old holy grail Ciatè Fierce Flick Splash, only because I love the stable of it. I am going to be using the Ardell Wispey. I want to say these are the Demi Wispey lashes. But I'm really feeling this look right now. Like, I'm really feeling this look. What y'all think already? Go ahead and click that thumbs up button if you think the look is... Because I really think this look is popping. I haven't even applied my highlight or my blush just yet. Notice I still got this stuff baking on my face. And I don't even care because my face gets super oily, y'all. Y'all have no idea how oily my face can get. Now it's time to go ahead and brush out and buffer the rest of this powder into my skin. I'm going to be using my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish, and this is in the color Deep Dark. And I'm just going to be using this to set my contour, honey. And the reason why I chose this contour is because it is such a beautiful brown. And the way that it is looking with my orange look right now, honey, is really making this look pop. Okay? Okay. I'm already leaking. I'm already leaking. You see that? You see that? Do you see? Do you see it, Mom? Do you see it? I am going to apply my blush. The Beauty Blush Pearly Paprika by Fashion Fair. Boo, she's gorgeous. Like, really, really gorgeous. Especially if I'm, like, hitting that highlight, too. Because not only does she have, like, that orangey, pearly look, but she also has a tip of glitter in her. I mean, everything, honey. Yes, boo. I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Master Chrome Highlighter, and this is in the color Molten Gold. And obviously, we're going to be using golds like all up and through this face. Running a train of gold all up on that face. Honey, is she popping or not? You know I want to get her to glow. And this is probably not the only highlight I'm going to pop on her. Oh. Oh, I'm glad that I fixed that lash because she was looking a little raggedy, but now she's looking perfect. I think I'm going to add a liner like right in that crease area. I'm also going to go in with my Billion Dollar Babe highlighter. I don't even remember the name of the place that I got it from, which is so crazy. I broke the top and I don't even know where the top is. And I'm just going to be using that to pop right on top of her and on my nose. And I'm going to be taking a little bit of that Billion Dollar Babe and I'm going to pop her right here, highlighting right here. Like, I literally love to glow. It makes no sense. So any possible way that I can add highlight in certain places, honey, I am down for it, boo. And I mean down for it. And what lip I'm going to do with her, I don't know. But I think I probably will come back after that. And this is pretty. pretty much the final look, you guys. After I go ahead and do my lip, of course, you know I'm going to do my bang and tail slow-mos in the beginning of the video as well as the end of this video. And I probably am not really sure what lip I'm going to do, so we're going to I probably might just do a simple gloss lip. Literally, just might end up doing that because, I don't know, she's just popping. I still feel like I should spray her one more time. And I'm going to be using my MAC Mineralized Skin, my MAC Prep and Prime Spray, Fix Plus Spray. Make sure she is drenched and basked in the ambience. Because this look right here is literally the shiznit. Okay?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You give me that kind of something, want it all the time, need it every day. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm at 100. I can't even lie, I can't stay away. If you want it, I got it every.
What's up, you guys? This is the end of the evening. Obviously, I'm in my bed right now, and I completely forgot that I did state that I was going to come back on camera showing you guys exactly how long the foundation lasted, because obviously I still got my face on. I did experience some separation and some oiliness right in that triangle area, like I stated before, but mostly around my nose area. I don't know if you guys can see it, but for the most part, the foundation stayed on pretty well. My lashes are like lifting now, and it's time for me to take them off. But I need a blotting pad first to absorb some of this oil. Then I'll go back over it with some powder if I decided to keep it on. So I have officially had this makeup on for, I want to say, yo, this lash is really bothering me, and I'm about to like literally take her off. I'm so sorry. She gotta go. She just gotta go, because I just couldn't take that tragedy. But if one goes, another has to follow along with it. So obviously I am about to take this makeup off because I've officially had this on for at least 8 hours now, and probably actually I've had it on for 9. And so after 9 hours, I'm really impressed on how it lasts. Not too much of me trying to touch it up or have to touch up or anything at all. So I think that's pretty dope. So I give this foundation on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give it at least a 6. Reason being is because I really did not like the way that it was finishing before it kind of, I want to say, subsided on my skin, because it looks good now, but when I was applying it on my face, I swear I just felt like I had blotches on my face on certain spaces, and I just could not get jiggy with it. So that's pretty much the tea. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and remember, God is love, so love, love. Bye.